Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Jaya Hare Krishna. So we'll start with the invocation. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadandikam Vandeham Shri Gurum Shri Yudapadakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sarvanajanatham Vidam Tam Sadivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shivshakam Vidamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namostude Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Patidanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namah Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swamini Dinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Prajarine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gauravakavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhiraye Nashtaprayeshu Vatreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nyashtegi मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरं योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचं मां प्रसूतां सञ्जीवयति अखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्नां अन्यां च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणां नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं तमादिदेवं करुणानिधानं तमालवर्णं सुहृदावतारम् अपार संसार समुद्र सेतुं भजामहे भागवतस्वरूपं परमानंद पाठाय प्रेमवर्षीयक्षराय दे सर्वदा सर्वसेव्याय श्रीकृष्णाय नमोऽस्तुमे गुरुवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदारे कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय हरे कृष्णा हरि ओम तत्सत् Hare Krishna. So welcome all the devotees for today's satsang program. So before I begin, I would like to seek the blessings of Sri Guru and Gauranga and all the devotees assembled here, so that I can speak some glories of Lord Sri Krishna and his pure devotees for their pleasure and for the benefits of all of us and for my own purification. So today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, 13th verse. So, I will read the shloka. Tanna shushrushamananam arhasi anganuvarnitum yasyavatar भूतानां क्षेमाय च भवाय च तन्ना शुश्रूषमाणानां अर्हसि अंगानुवर्णितुं यस्यावतारो भूतानां क्षेमाय च भवाय च. So to Madajis and to Prabhus, can you please recite?
अर्हसि अंगानुवर्णितं यस्यावतार भूतानां क्षेमाय च भवाय च. तन्ना शुश्रूषमाणानां अर्हसि अंगानुवर्णितं यस्यावतारो भूतानां क्षेमाय च भवाय च. तन्ना शुश्रूषमाणानां अर्हसि अंगानुवर्णितं यस्यावतारो भूतानां क्षेमाय च भवाय च. तन्ना शुश्रूषमाणानां अर्हसि अंगानुवर्णितं यस्यावतारो भूतानां क्षेमाय च भवाय च.
Thank you, Mataji and Prabhuji. So synonyms: tat, those, na, unto us, shushrushamananam, those who are endeavoring for, arhasi, what to do it, anga, O Sutta Goswami, anuvarnidam, to explain by following in the footsteps of previous acharyas, yasya, whose avatara, incarnation, bhutanam, of the living beings, kshemaya, for good, cha, and bhavaya, upliftment, cha, and. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. O Sutta Goswami, we are eager to learn about the personality of Godhead and His incarnations. Please explain to us those teachings imparted by previous masters, acharyas, for one is uplifted both by speaking them and by hearing them. Purport. The conditions for hearing the transcendental message of the absolute truth are set forth herein. The first condition is that the audience must be very sincere and eager to hear, and the speaker must be in the line of disciplic succession from the recognized Acharya. The transcendental message of the Absolute is not understandable by those who are materially absorbed. Under the direction of a bona fide spiritual master, one becomes gradually purified. Therefore, one must be in the chain of disciplic succession and learn the spiritual art of submissive hearing. In the case of Sudha Goswami and the sages of Naimisharanya, all these conditions are fulfilled because Srila Sudha Goswami is in the line of Srila Vyasadeva. And the sages of Naimisharanya are all sincere souls who are anxious to learn the truth. Thus, the transcendental topics of the Lord Sri Krishna's superhuman activities, his incarnation, his birth, appearance or disappearance, his forms, his names, and so on, all are easily understandable because all requirements are fulfilled. Such discourses help all men on the path of spiritual realization. So, before I begin, happy Ekadashi to all of you. So, I am very fortunate to be here again after almost 1.5 years. So, please accept my humble obeisances. Vancha kalpata rupesya kripa sandhubhe vacha padidanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namaha. So, it is very good to be among devotees. Okay? We get the association of devotees, and slowly and gradually we will also progress in our spiritual life. So, always remain in the association of devotees. Now, we are discussing about Srimad Bhagavatam. So, what is this Srimad Bhagavatam about? What is Srimad Bhagavatam in a nutshell? Can anyone say? In a nutshell, what is Srimad Bhagavatam? Loudly. Glories of Lord Sri Krishna. Very good. Very bold. Anything else? Glorification of his devotees. Very good. Very bold.
Krishna himself is Bhagavatam.
Krishna himself is Bhagavatam. Yes, very good point. Saptavatar. Shabdavatar. Okay, Shabdavatar. Okay. Sound incarnation. Very good. Yes. Srimad Bhagavatam is answers to 6 questions asked by who? Shavanakadi Rishis to Sudha Goswami, and related matters regarding these 6 questions. So the whole 12 volume of Srimad Bhagavatam is dealing with answers to these 6 questions and matters related to these 6 questions. So this is what in brief, everything covered. So they have asked 6 questions. Anyone remembers the questions? Yeah, what is the ultimate benefit for the human general public? Yeah, what is the ultimate benefit? Second, yeah, what is the essence of all the scriptures? Third, yeah, why Krishna was born as the son of Vasudeva and Devaki, and what are the Leela incarnation and Purusha avatars. And the last, where did religiosity take shelter after disappearance of Lord Sri Krishna? Isn't it? So, before Krishna, there was no religion. It means, where did religiosity take shelter after the disappearance of Lord Sri Krishna? So, before Krishna, there was no religion. So, where was it? Yes, but it took shelter in Srimad Bhagavatam after Lord Krishna left. But before that, there was no proper religion. That's why Krishna had to descend. Dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Okay. So Krishna came to re-establish the religion because it was lost. Evam parampara praptam imam rajeshrayo vidhu sakalane hamada yogo nashtam paranatava. In due course of time it has got lost. So Lord Sri Krishna had to appear to re-establish this religion. So after Lord Sri Krishna disappeared from this modern world, so it took shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam, and Srimad Bhagavatam, as Prabhuji rightly said, it is none other than the book form of Lord Sri Krishna. So here, this scenario is Sudha Goswami is speaking to Shaunagadi Rishis. Who is the first recipient of Srimad Bhagavatam? Many versions. Parvati Mata, then Parishit Maharaj, Brahma, yes. Suryanarayan. There are many versions. Anyway, the first recipient is Lord Brahma. He got this Srimad Bhagavatam in 4 verses. These are the 4 seed verses of Srimad Bhagavatam. And Brahma to Narada, Narada to Vyasa, and Vyasa to Sukadeva Goswami. In the assembly, when Sukadeva Goswami was speaking Bhagavatam to Parikshit, Sudha Goswami was also there. Okay? And this Srimad Bhagavatam, what he heard from Sukadeva Goswami, he narrated to the rishis of Naimisharanya. So this is the version that we are having now. The version of Sudha Goswami speaking to the sages of Naimisharanya. Where exactly it was recited? Naimisharanya. And Sukadeva Goswami recited where? Which place? Sukatal. Sukatal, right? I don't know which state it is. UP? It's in UP. So, first recipient is, but other versions are also there. Any idea? Shankarshana gave it to Sanat Kumaras. Navayogindras gave it to Nimi Maharaj. And we don't have that version, but still we know from the scriptures, this Srimad Bhagavatam was given to all these saintly personalities. Okay, and even Narada gave it to Vasudeva, Maitreya gave it to Vidura. These are all referred in Srimad Bhagavatam itself. So now here in this verse, there are 2 qualities that is referred. 2 qualities of hearing Harikatha, that is the speaker and the listener. So, what are the qualities of a speaker? What are the qualities of a listener of Srimad Bhagavatam, especially scriptures? And these qualities of the speaker is already given in 6, 7 and 8 verses of the same canto, same chapter. Already we have finished it. I'll read the sloka. Rishayavuchu toya kalu puranani satihasini chanagam akhyatani apyathitani dharmashastrani anyuta. The translation goes like this. The sages said, respected Sudha Goswami, you are completely free from all vice. You are well versed in all the scriptures, famous for religious life and in the Puranas and the histories as well. For you have gone through them under proper guidance and have also explained them. So the sages of Naimisharanya is glorifying Sudha Goswami that he has the required qualification to speak Srimad Bhagavatam. What he says that you are free from all vices. So the vices we know, mainly the gross vices that we are supposed to be free from. No illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication, no meat eating. So he is free from that. And you are well versed in all the scriptures. He is well versed in all the scriptures. Okay? There are Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas, Aranyakas, Samhitas. He is well versed. Why? Because he is the son of Ramaharshan Sutta. And Ramaharshan Sutta is expert in one branch of the Vedic literatures, which is that Puranas. So there are 4 Vedas. Vyasadeva gave these Vedas to his disciples. They have become professors in that particular domain and field. So the Rig Veda was given to Paila Rishi, and Vaishampayana got the Yajur Veda, and Samaveda was given to Jaimini, and Atharva Veda was given to Sumantu, and Ramashna got Puranas. So he is well versed, who, being the son of Ramashna Sutta, Ramashna, he is well versed, is expert in all the Puranas and histories as well. For you have gone through them under proper guidance and also explained them. And he also further got the opportunity to hear Srimad Bhagavatam from whom? From Sukadeva Goswami. Okay? That is another added advantage for Sudha Goswami. And in text 7, it is said, Yani Veda Vidam Shreshto Bhagavan Badarayana Anyecha Manushya Suta Para Vido Vido. Being the eldest learned Vedantist, O Sudha Goswami, you are acquainted with the knowledge of Vyasadeva because he is coming in that parampara. He is coming in the parampara of Vyasadeva. Who is Vyasadeva? He is none other than the Shaktya-Vaisha Avatara of Lord Sri Krishna, who is the incarnation of Godhead. And you also know other sages who are fully versed in all kinds of physical and metaphysical knowledge. So he is thorough about the physical and metaphysical. Physical means material knowledge, metaphysical means spiritual knowledge. So he is thorough about all the literatures, not only the material knowledge, but also spiritual knowledge. We may be expert in material knowledge, but most of us are not expert in spiritual knowledge. So to understand the spiritual knowledge, we have to follow Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. By going to school, colleges and universities, you will have what knowledge? Material knowledge, gross knowledge about our body, how we can maintain this body nicely, how we can sustain this body. This knowledge, beyond the gross, the subtle knowledge, that is metaphysical knowledge, especially, even the mind intelligence and false ego, it's all material knowledge. But that also is not known to the material scientists. To some extent they may be knowing, but want to speak of the knowledge of the soul. It is only by the mercy of Acharyas like Srila Prabhupada that we have this knowledge. We can read this. He has made it like a rasgulla and he has put in our mouth. We have to just swallow it. Even then, we are so lazy that we cannot read and understand this. Even if we understand what we do, we just listen to this and through this. इस कान से सुनेंगे, इस कान से छोड़ेंगे. इसलिए हम लोग बोलते हैं ISKCON devotees. Okay, but ISKCON devotees are very nice. They not only learn, they assimilate, contemplate, and put them into practice. Okay? There are so many others who are in the outside world. They know everything, but they don't put into practice. At least we are trying to put them into practice by the mercy of Guru and Gauranga and Srila Prabhupada. Okay, so this is the qualification of Sudha Goswami. So he is well versed in physical and metaphysical knowledge. And text 8. Vetam tum soumya tat sarvam tattvadas tat anugrahat bhruyas snigdhasya sishyasya guravo guhyam apivuta. And because you are submissive, endowed, your spiritual masters have endowed you with all the favors bestowed upon a gentle disciple. Therefore, you can tell us all that you have scientifically learned from them. So the another quality is that he is totally submissive to his spiritual masters. Not spiritual master, spiritual masters is mentioned here. Okay, spiritual masters. So we know in Bhagavad Gita, Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshana. So 3 qualifications. If you really want to progress in spirituality, one has to accept a spiritual master and pay obeisances, surrender unto him, and inquire from him and serve him. These are the qualifications. And he is meeting all the criteria. Okay? And you have scientifically learned That's another. We have to apply it scientifically. Most of us, we learn from bits and pieces from here and there. We are not scientifically or systematically learning. Prabhupada always says that you don't read my books just like how you are reading a story or novel. Read it very scrutinizingly study my books. Then contemplate on it. Then you have to implement that into our daily life. So this is called Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya means it. There are 6 limbs. That is, first is Shravanam. Shravanam means we have to listen, hear. From where? From the shopkeeper? From the office? No. From the right authority. From the authorities, that is devotees who are coming in proper disciplic succession. Then what we have to do? Mananam. Mananam means to recollect whatever we have heard. Otherwise we'll forget. Whatever I hear, I should impart this to somebody else. So I get double benefit. Now by hearing I am learning, by teaching I am learning again. Twice. So Mananam. Then comes contemplation. That is Nididhyasana. We contemplate on that. Focus on that. Try to understand the meaning. Assimilate that. Okay. Then Pathanam. Scrutinizingly studying it. Okay. After that, Kirtanam. Once we know this, once we know that Supreme Personality of Godhead is Sri Krishna and all others are subservient to him, our position, constitutional position is Jivera Swarupohe Krishna Nityadas. Then we have to serve because we are part of it. Then we have to do that and we have to impart this Pathanam, Kirtanam. We have to glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And after that, Archana. So these are the 6 limbs of Nididhyasana. So Archanam also is supplement to improve all other these elements of Swadhyaya. So here there are so many qualities attributed to Sudha Goswami. Do we have all these qualities? A part of it? At least I don't have an iota of that. I can say for that. But still, why I am sitting here and speaking Srimad Bhagavatam if I am not qualified? It's a big question you will ask. I am not qualified, I am myself admitting that. But still I am speaking Srimad Bhagavatam. So what is my qualification to speak? Who gave me this quality or qualification? Guru. Guru Agya. Yare dekha, tare kaha, Krishna Upadesha. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Srila Prabhupada is, all gurus that is called says, whatever you know, please impart. Just repeat. Just like a parrot repeats whatever. So I don't have any realization, but still the Guru Agya, the instruction of the Guru, we are just accepting it. Whatever Guru says, he empowers. Guru, when he gives an instruction, he empowers. Srila Prabhupada sent his disciples, new disciples, to different parts of the world. He sent disciples to UK. He told Shyam Sundar Prabhu, Madhi Mataji, Janaki Mataji, Mugan Prabhu, Urmila, Yamuna Mataji, all to London. They were just 6 months or 1 year, maximum 2 years in the movement, without having any Vedic background. They didn't have money, they didn't have proper knowledge, there is nobody to support them. They went and started center in UK. Is it possible for us? No. It is possible only because Srila Prabhupada, when he gave the instruction, he empowered them. So one should never think that, this is my knowledge, I am expert, it is because of me. It is just because of the empowerment of the Acharya that we are able to do something that we are doing. Otherwise, we are a big zero. So many devotees, disciples ask Srila Prabhupada, what is our qualification? We don't have any qualification. We are not from India. We are from, we are Mlechas from Western countries, Yavanas. So we don't have any qualification. So what is the qualification that we are with you? We are trying to become devotees. So Prabhupada said, you don't have any qualification. I gave you the qualification. That means Prabhupada is empowering, isn't it? So these are the qualifications. So one should never think that I know everything and I am the doer. Never think that. This is all the mercy of the Guru Janas, especially for us, the founder acharyas, Srila Prabhupada, his mercy. Ahaituki Kripa, nothing else. We should not claim that I am so and so, I am very expert, I am very knowledgeable. So it is because of the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and the predecessor acharyas that we are able to speak whatever we are doing now. So this is how the mercy comes to all of us. So we have to surrender to the spiritual master, inquire from him and serve him submissively. So automatically we will get the mercy. And in the same Srimad Bhagavatam 12.4.43, there is a verse, Imam Vakshati Asau Sota Rishibhyo Naimishalaye Dirgha Satre Kuru Sreshta Samprishta Saunakadivi. So there Sukadev Goswami is pointing out to Sudha Goswami and is pointing out to Sudha Goswami and telling, you will speak this Bhagavatam to the sages assembled in the great sacrifice at Naimisharanya. He is foreseeing that this Sudha Goswami, who is there in the assembly of this pravachan, he is going to narrate this Srimad Bhagavatam to the sages of Naimisharanya in future. This he will do when questioned by members of the assembly headed by Shaunaka. So they are all Trikala Jnanis. They are Trikala Jnanis. They can see past, present and future. Otherwise, how can Sukadeva Goswami predict that Sudha Goswami is going to tell this to the rishis of Naimicharanya? And he pinpointed that personality, isn't it, among so many other sages. So these are all not ordinary people. Similarly, Srila Prabhupada is also like that, in that category. We know who all are from Bombay. Mumbai. No, very good. So you must be knowing Cross Maidan. Back in 1970s, Srila Prabhupada used to arrange Pandal programs. Many Pandal, very successful Pandal programs. Okay, tens of thousands of people used to attend. All these initial devotees, they are all called white elephants. They used to arrange this, and Srila Prabhupada used to give pravachan there. So many devotees, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 used to attend this. It was in 1971, I suppose. So in 1971, in one such Pandal program, there was a boy by name Richard. Okay, so he was sitting at the bed. He was in a torn, shabby cloth, long hair. In a shabby cloth and torn, long hair. Prabhupada saw him, pointed to him, and told his assistants, his disciples, please call him. He came to this dais and asked him to sit. He sat next to Srila Prabhupada and immediately went to pay obeisances to him. Paid obeisance, he wanted to touch Srila Prabhupada's feet. Immediately Brahmananda Prabhu said, no, nobody will touch Srila Prabhupada's feet. Immediately Srila Prabhupada looked at him, said, let him touch. He was allowed to touch. He was pinpointed, he was picked up by Srila Prabhupada and made him to sit there next to him. He could recognize that he is going to be a great Maharaj, Sannyasi in ISKCON, isn't it? So this is the power of saintly personalities like Srila Prabhupada. Another instance, Srila Jayapadaki Swami Guru Maharaj. It is back in 2016, I think. Prabhu Dada Swami Maharaj came 2016 with Srinath Prabhu. Yeah, somewhere around 2015-16. Rana Swami Maharaj, Srinath Prabhu, Bhakti Purusham Swami Maharaj all came to Dubai. So I was fortunate to be there. So in that, Srinath Prabhuji was telling that Srila Prabhupada along with his disciples went to Mumbai and they were staying in his house. So there are business people. His father was a member of parliament. So his mother is a very pious lady. So she called all the devotees home, Srila Prabhupada and the white elephants. Okay? So they were there. So mother told the son, please tell your papa to come early because there are some saintly personalities, we are giving them prasadam today. So they came early. When Srinathji came home, he seeing all foreign bodies with shaven head, shika, dhoti, kurta and all. So he was contested. How come these people, how can they imitate this Indian culture? They're all mlechas. How is it possible? Then Srila Prabhupada was glorifying all these devotees. They are not ordinary devotees. Although they are from America and Europe and other countries, they are pure devotees. They are pure devotees. Now it's a matter of time. Then he told his father, Srinath Prabhuji's father, that this Jayapataka will learn Bengali language and speak in Bengali language, pravachan, and he will make 50,000 plus devotees, disciples. Okay? And so please try to get him Indian passport because his father is MP and he can influence. And through his influence, and Guru Maharaj got passport. So it has become true, isn't it? So when he was 19 years old, or 21 years old, he took sannyas. So it was predicted by Srila Prabhupada. Not only that, Srinath Prabhuji said that he was an associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela. And we can see that, it is happening. So these are, not ordinary people, they can predict the future. So that is here. So Sukadeva Goswami is also predicting about Sudha Goswami. Rishis of Naimisharanya glorify Sudha Goswami. He is telling that you are not like parrot. What does the parrot do? It just repeats, doesn't understand the meaning, isn't it? It just repeats. But Rishis of Naimisharanya are not like parrot. They not only hear, they recollect, contemplate, and practically apply all those instructions personally. Like that, we also should not be like a parrot when it comes to application. Okay? Only just listen? No. Listen it, study it, and apply that. So, in Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a sloka, Mantradas Tantradas Chidram Desha Kalarha Vastudaha Sarvam Karodi Nisidram Nama Anusankirtanam Tava. Mantradas Tantradas Chidram. In mantra, in tantra. Mantra means reciting the Vedic mantras. Tantras following the regulative principles. There may be chidram, it means discrepancies. Desha Kala Arha Vasuda. Desha is the place, Kala is time, Arha the recipient, and Vasuda paraphernalia. So in pronouncing the mantra and following the principles, and in the place, time, recipient, and the paraphernalia that we are using, maybe having some discrepancies. But this can be removed. How? Anusankirtanam tava. So hearing. Simply by hearing the holy name of the Lord, all that discrepancies, unknowingly, that especially in the age of Kali, it is very difficult. We don't have the proper knowledge. We are not doing the rituals also properly. We might commit many mistakes. So all these discrepancies will be removed simply by uttering the holy name of Lord Vishnu. And another sloka is also there. What is that? I forgot. Okay. Yeah. So it is said in scriptures, it is mentioned that there are 4 types of positive listeners. It's compared to chatak, bird, swan, parrot, and fish. So what is the speciality of chatak bird? Chataka Pakshi. It is waiting for the fresh red clouds of Swati nakshatra constellation. Even if you give Ganga water or even if you give Amrit, it will not drink. It will wait, it will drink only that water. That is the, the determination of this. Like that, we also should have that determination. Whatever happens, I am not going to leave Krishna from my life. He is my heart and soul. He is my protector. He is my savior. I will serve him only, no one else. Because why I am telling no one else? Because we have the habit of serving many other demigods, thinking that they are also equal to Supreme Lord. Isn't it? That is not what Shastra teaches us. Okay? So we should be like Chataka Pakshi. Then it is said that swan, and swan also has special feature. What is that? Yeah, if water and milk is mixed, it will take only milk from that. So like that, there will be good and bad. We should take only what is required, what is beneficial for us. We should not take the other thing. We should just leave it. We should neglect it. And parrot. Parrot here is just repeating whatever the acharyas are giving to us. Don't speculate, don't interpolate, don't, concoct anything. Our own whimsically, we should not add or dilute or deduct anything. We should simply repeat. This is the parrot. And fish, what is the importance or significance of fish? I first didn't understand. What is the importance of fish? Hmm? Yeah, without water. So what is the relevance here? Same way, without Krishna, we cannot survive. Just like how fish cannot survive without water, we cannot survive without Lord Sri Krishna's protection, His maintenance and His blessings. And there are two living entities that we should not be like them in listening. One is mosquito, other one is crow. Mosquito, even if it is go and sit on the udder of cow, will it drink milk or blood? Blood. There are some listeners like that. Okay? So when we are listening, in our place, they're still going on. Srimad Bhagavatam Saptaham happens. So people, the crowd will comes 9 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and evening 6 o'clock. Why? Because prasadam is served. But still they are coming at that time. Even prasadam purifies, isn't it? And after prasadam, eating prasadam, they will go and they will start blaming the prasadam. Papad is small size, there is no salt in sambar, that curry is not good, this curry is not good. What is the purpose of coming? To listen to Srimad Bhagavatam. But they are not focusing on that. They are seeing. So they see only the negative part of it. The AC is not working properly. It's very hot. I didn't get a seat. All complaint only. But in spite of all this complaint, at least they are coming and they are getting to hear Srimad Bhagavatam verses from the Acharyas. That's a good part of it. Okay? So we should not be there. Some listeners, what they do, they will listen both, but they will only focus on negatives. Other listeners, they will listen both, they will concentrate or focus only on positive things. So at least we should, we should just ignore the negative part of it. What is the purpose of listening Srimad Bhagavatam, associating with devotees? We should give importance for that, not for the other petty things. And that will distract us from the spiritual path. So this one thing is that if we are going to listen to such discourses, Srimad Bhagavatam Saptah, 18,000 verses they are reciting. It takes 7 days and they are reciting so nicely with proper pronunciation, meter and all. It's very nice to hear. It will really create a positive vibration in the atmosphere. At least by listening, it is, we will get purified even without our knowledge. So we should, but one thing is that in India, what I have observed personally, especially in our place, that they are speaking, but everything is impersonal way. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Maya Vada Bhashya Sunile Maya Sarvana. So that is the only thing that I don't like. I cannot somehow digest that. They will narrate the story of Narsimha Leela or this Rukmani Swayamvaram or Prahlad, all other Leelas very nicely, and at the end they will add one thing. These are all imaginary. These are all imaginary. This is what is going on. So I don't like to listen to such things. Still I go sometimes, but I don't sit long. So there is positive, there is negative. So just disregard the negative and accept only positive. So this all listeners, and we have also spoken about the Bhakta, that is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also used to listen. God himself, Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. From whom? Gadadhar Pandit. Every day, Tata Gopinath temple, along with Nityananda Prabhu, Swarup Damodar Goswami, Ramananda Rai, he used to listen 3 hours. And not only that, he used to listen from Ramananda Rai. Okay. So he is also setting an example for all of us. In Bhagavad Gita also, Lord Krishna says, Mat Chitta Madgada Prana, Bodhayanta Parasparam, Kadayantascha Mam Nityam, Tushyanti Cha Ramanti Cha. So when devotees come together, they relish discussing topics on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, His Leelas, and about His pure devotees. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela is also another thing. Srimad Bhagavatarthanam Aswado Rasika Saha Sajatiya Saye Sikna Sadhu Sangha Swatovare. The meaning, one should taste the meaning of Srimad Bhagavatam in the association of pure devotees, and one should associate with the devotees more advanced than oneself and who are endowed with a similar type of affection for the Lord. So we should be very careful to listen from Sajatiya, not Vijatiya. Sajatiya means same like-minded people from devotees. So we should not hear it from other people who are not believers, who are not devotees. That is as good as putting 1 drop in a glass of milk. Okay, 1 drop, that's enough to kill us, to kill our bhakti. And what this says, in the association of devotees, alone it will be very difficult. If you are especially on the lower platform, for Uttama platform, no problem. Without association, they will make association. Prabhupada went there single-handedly. He did not have any association. He transformed all the hippies into happies. He transformed all these hippies as pure devotees. If a person of lower level, Kanishta level, goes there, he will get transformed into hippie. Okay, he will convert himself into a hippie. So whereas the Uttama Adhikari, Madhyama Adhikari goes, they will transform others. So that's the difference. So we should, why I am telling this, we are, most of us, at least myself I can say, I am not on that platform. So I should associate only with Sajatiya, not others. So if the person is more knowledgeable, more capable than me, he can influence me. Because I don't have that firm conviction and faith, and I don't have the right knowledge of Vedas. I am not equipped to protect myself. Because that person is above me, with his bird jugglery, he can influence me. That is how many of us are dragged from this, the best movement to other. Srila Prabhupada says, in ISKCON, what we are lacking? We have the highest philosophy, right philosophy, the best prasadam, the best kirtan, the best deities. What else you need? But still people are going, it is really unfortunate. That's what Srila Prabhupada says. So we should be careful to listen only from Sajatiya, from the pure devotees. That we should be very careful. Rukmani Mata, she also got connected to Lord Sri Krishna by hearing. hearing from the right sources, from sadhus, isn't it? So we should hear from the right sources. It is also said, living beings who are entangled in the complicated measures of birth and death can be freed immediately by even unconsciously chanting the holy name of Krishna, which is feared by even, this is next sloka, I am just reading the translation. So even unconsciously listening to the holy name will get benefit. Okay. So we are not purposely or intentionally chanting the holy name. We are just inadvertently, ignorantly, in a teasing manner, taunting manner, we may be taking the holy name. Even then, we will get the benefits. That is what. Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Suddho Nityamukto Abhinnatam Nama Namino. There is no difference between Nama and Nami. It is, transcendently blissful. It awards transcendental benediction. It has all the transcendental pleasure. It is fully pure and it is totally liberated. Purna Suddho Nityamukto. It is above the three modes of nature. It is always liberated. It is pure. No one can make it impure. So this is the gem that we all have got in this moment. So we should take this up, and only by chanting the holy name of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we can go back home, back to Godhead in this very life, simply chanting the holy name, following the four relative principles. Catch the dhoti of Srila Prabhupada and the disciples. They will take us through back door. Why back door? We may not have the right qualification. Okay? But still, Prabhupada, he tells, he assures that simply follow this four relative principle, chant 16 rounds nicely, I will take care of the rest of the thing. So please follow. So this is the message that I want to give for myself. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
His Grace Sidha Gauranga Prabhu ki.
So any comments or any questions?
My only request, next time you have to speak in Hindi.
सब लोग भाग जाएंगे खाली रहेगा ये
किसी का प्रश्न है, किसी का क्वेश्चन है तो प्लीज रिक्वेस्ट डिवोटीज, वी हैव 5-10 मिनट्स. एनी क्वेश्चन? किसका? हाँ बोलिए. इधर ये माइक उधर तक नहीं आएगा, इधर आ गया. हिंदी में बोलो. ठीक है. हरे कृष्णा बोलो.
हरे कृष्णा.
हम सबको पता है कि भागवतम कृष्णा से अलग नहीं है. भागवतम is same, not depend on the Krishna himself. But we have book Bhagavatam, e-book Bhagavatam, and audio book Bhagavatam. हमारे पास 3 प्रकार के भागवतम है. ऑडियो बुक है, ई बुक है, साथ में बुक भागवतम है. तो क्या होता है, फिजिकल जो बुक है कभी कभी उसको मेंटेन करना अच्छा नहीं होता है. तो बोला जाता है कि भागवतम जहाँ पे है वहाँ पे कृष्णा है. तो हमारे पास जो ई बुक है, ऑडियो बुक है, उससे क्या वो सेम है और फर्क है?
So Prabhuji is asking, there is book Bhagavatam, e-book, that is electronic media. Okay. So in this country, because it is very difficult for us to carry Srimad Bhagavatam physically, so एक थोड़ा सा छूट आपको है. Because it is very difficult. We are in a foreign land. We have to abide the laws of this land. So since we cannot carry Srimad Bhagavatam physically, you can take it. Otherwise, it is always best to have the Srimad Bhagavatam physical book. Simply by touching it and seeing it, and especially Prabhupada's purport, we will get purified. Electronic media, okay, for just, even we are all, most of us are, even including me, I am also using that because I can make the fonts big. I can, so it's easy for me also. So best is always book. Okay. And that book is Lord Himself. We have to treat the book Bhagavatam as Lord Himself.
Haribo.